We're here at ICANN 57 with the leadership of the 2017 Nominations Committee. From left to right, we have Hans-Peter Holen, the chair. To his left, Stéphane van Gelder, the associate chair. And to his left, Zahid Jamil, the chair-elect. Hans-Peter, let's start with you. What is the role of Noncom?
Yeah, the Noncom is appointed by all the supporting organizations in ICANN in order to select half of the members of the board. So we go out and look for candidates that are outside the normal crowd that are involved in the supporting organizations in order to make sure that we get a good diversity on the board. We have some bylaw requirements to make sure that there is at least one candidate from each region and no more than 5. And in addition to the board requirements, we also look for candidates for some of the supporting organizations and new this year for the PTI.
What are the board positions that need to be filled by the 2017 Noncom?
So this year there are 2 open board positions for 3-year terms. So as we look at the geographic diversity, there are no hard requirements at this point in time. So we're actually looking for people from all over the globe. And we're looking for people that can bring experience to governing the ICANN organization moving forward.
Stéphane, are there specific changes for the Noncom now that the public technical identifiers, the PTI, is formed?
Yes, this is a year of great change for the Noncom and for the whole community because we are now post-transition. So as you've just mentioned, the PTI, the Public Technical Identifiers, is a new group that will take over the IANA functions once it's fully incorporated. And we, the Noncom, are tasked with selecting to that board as well. It's a 5-person board. We are tasked with selecting 2 seats to that 5-person board, and we will start doing that this year with 1 seat having a 2-year term and 1 seat having a 3-year term, so that we build in the rotation that we need for that board as well. So the Noncom has just seen its workload increase, and it's also going into uncharted territory, but it's a natural and logical extension to the very important work that the Noncom does for the community.
Zahid, what are the other leadership positions and why do they offer opportunities for people to get involved?
It's a very good question because apart from the very important work of selecting appointees to the board, the Noncom has this responsibility of actually filling certain positions in 3 other organizations, supporting or organization advisory organizations within the ICANN structure. So the first is the GNSO, and I'll come back to these in a second. Then there's the ALAC, and then there's the CCNSO. Now the GNSO basically makes policy with respect to all generic GTLDs. And imagine the fact that you drop in somebody into that. This shows that it allows the ICANN structure to function without crystallization or gaming of groups to create monopolies. They have their own processes by which they elect and bring in representatives. Of course, some of them have diversity requirements. But this enables the Noncom to appoint individuals who will bring new ideas and views to the policy-making process within the GNSO, for instance. Also within the ALAC, there are various different regions in which appointments have to be made. And again, dropping someone into those gives the enablement to the community at large to apply if they have the criteria to be able to come directly into these positions, not necessarily coming up from bottom up. This allows a nice mix between the policy processes of those who are part of the sort of the hardened community, as it were, in some sense, or those who are coming up through the organic process, versus those who can be dropped into this and said, well, you know, there's a completely different view. Let's actually see where this ends up at. The last one is the CCNSO. The advantage of being appointed to a slot within the CCNSO is that you wouldn't be able to get to that because you have to be part of some national CCTLD structure, and dropping someone into that actually is very beneficial both to giving more new views, as it were, to the CCTLD structure. So I think that's very important appointments. It's an opportunity for folks who have the capability and understanding. They don't have to necessarily have a technical understanding of these things, but to come into these positions and try to provide some more substance and different views to all these organizations.
Sounds like you're saying it's a chance to help and facilitate change?
Absolutely, and that change is not going to come necessarily from the community that is constantly coming to ICANN meetings or involved, but from somebody from outside. I think that's very, very important.
Hans Petter, let me ask you this. Accountability and transparency are at the heart of ICANN. Talk to me about Noncom's work in that arena.
And this is at the heart of Noncom as well. Of course, we need to keep candidates and candidate data confidential, because otherwise people may not apply for these positions. But we have over the last years, and I'm also want to continue that this year, to be as open as possible with regards to process and with regards to what we are actually doing. So the Noncom has a public website, noncom.icann.org, where we will publish all our processes, and we will also publish report cards with the progress of our work moving forward. In addition to this, we have an open meeting. We have an open meeting at every ICANN meeting to talk about and solicit input from the community about what we're doing. And this year, it's actually also a review coming up, so there will be an independent reviewer, which is currently out for bid by ICANN. And the Noncom has already set up a working party to work with that reviewer, so that we will have an independent review of the Noncom in the coming cycle.
Very important work. Gentlemen, thank you very much. Appreciate it.